Welcome to another episode of the Sports Lab Podcast. I am E. Bass, and to my right is Coach Cook with a K.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Coach Cook, how are you feeling today, brother?
You know what? I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be in the building, get at this work. It's been a trying week.
Tell me about it.
It'll take
in 10 seconds.
In,
Tell
in,
me.
in 10 seconds, it was almost a complete breakdown of the week. Things that, I beat the horse for a living. Truck drive, right? So things have to be in order for me. Same thing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It just got off track. I was thankful to get through it. And I'm here today, standing on business to take care of that business, and I'll return back to business come Monday.
That's
so.
right. You know what? You put that stuff behind you, right?
Right.
You put this week behind you because it's gone.
It's gone.
We learn from it. We grow from it.
We grow from it.
We just go to our next. We go to the next episode.
We move to the next phase. Yes, sir.
If you will.
Yes.
I hate it when people say that, by the way.
If you will.
If you will.
Oh.
Do you like people?
I like people.
I like people.
I do like people.
But people who just that saying, not so much the people who say it, but just the saying in general, if you will.
If you will. Okay.
Never been a fan.
Never been. Well,
that's just me. Whatever.
Yeah,
man.
On to the next.
Yeah. So.
On to the next. Yeah. But so the week was trying, but like I said, I got through it, and I'm here. It's behind me. It's now time to move forward. To the next phase. What about your week? What was cracking with your week, man?
You know what? Honestly, I can't remember my week because I saw
it just happened. You don't remember it.
Just happened. There was a lot of driving going on.
Okay.
There was a lot of people seeing and a lot of paperwork. And thank you to my work for giving me people to see. But
thank you for the job.
Thank you for the job. Yeah,
I
appreciate the job.
Right.
And the struggles that come with it. But it's we don't like it. We just kind of push through it. But this is the highlight of my week. Is coming here in the lab and just talking.
Getting this stuff off our chest. It's kind of therapeutic almost.
It is. And sometimes, we just got to get that stuff off our chest, whatever it may be.
Whatever it could be. Like the debacle that happened over there in OKC.
Before we get there, thank you everybody who's online right now.
Right now, my bad.
If you're online and you're watching this live, please give us a shout on the chat line.
Yes. Let us know how's the clarity going on right now, because y'all don't know, man. We just stepped the game up, so y'all should be able to see me and Ebass real clear and hear us a little bit better.
Synchronized.
We should be matching up. All these movements that are going on are together right now, right? Somebody let us know out there.
Let us know, please.
Spelling is correct. The sound is in check. Holla.
Everything looks good, which I love. But thanks everybody who's online right now.
And coming out, showing up, sharing, participating, all the feedback that we get from everybody. We appreciate you guys so much. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Thank you.
Amen. OKC.
Disgusting.
I think Coach Cook has a little of
I know.
What is it?
I'm not apologizing, man.
Anybody who's Catholic out there, they got to do what's that called? You talk to the priest and you do repentance or
asking forgiveness of the sins,
right.
if you will.
So
like that.
I think there's some viewers out here who may have been misled or maybe misguided in a way on some words that Coach Cook said last week about the Pacers and they're going to win and it's a conspiracy and this is their year and it's written in the script.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Preach it out.
Okay, I did call for Indiana. I was rooting for Indiana. I'm still rooting for Indiana. If anybody can pay attention to what's going on right here with this right here, besides the massiveness of the chest. Anyway,
the shirt, yes.
The shirt. Indiana. I'm still with Indiana. I went down with the ship.
I know it's hard, isn't it?
It is hard because
you gotta just get it off your chest.
This is the time to get it off my chest.
This is it.
OKC just did their thing, man. They just outplayed them. I wasn't really worried about the game. Remember, I told y'all last week I was not going to watch the game. I went down there to the Buffalo Wild Wings. Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings in Gilbert. Unbelievable service and quality of food. They take care of you down there at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Gilbert, Arizona. Anyway, I watched a couple seconds of the game. I saw Halliburton bust that tail, picked up 9 points in like 7 minutes, right? But that was at the tail end of the dinner, right? So after that, we took off, we got out, and I went to sleep.
Yeah.
I went home and I took a nap.
Did you know that he had hurt himself? You did, right? You
I
saw
did.
that? Okay.
I think I saw a text message. You might have had hit me with a text message that said,
I think I did, and you still
I wasn't worried.
went to sleep.
I was not
worried. This man was not
worried. I
about-
was not worried. They started off pretty good. In my mind, it's the next man up. T.J. McConnelly, Siakam, Naismith, everybody else is supposed to, you know what I'm saying, come together and put together a great win at that time, and they did not do it. But I wasn't worried about it because I felt like, and I thought I knew that
the script.
it was in
The script was
for
written.
them to win.
Yeah, I mean, and it might have been had he not taken care of his Achilles. But you know what?
What?
He's a man of my own heart because I probably would have done the exact same thing. He played injured. He's playing hurt.
Was that smart to do? You knew you was hurt.
It's
you
the
knew
last game. It's Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Anything-
You have to play.
Anything that you could do, anything that could happen with all the torque that he used to take off with that first step could blow a tire. Why would you risk that?
Because they need him. He scored 9 points in the first 9 minutes of the game.
7 minutes in the game. Yeah,
7
7
minutes
minutes
of the
game, 9
So
points. Yeah.
He put everything into it. I'm glad he did. I would have done the same exact thing. And now he's hurt. And you saw him pounding. You saw him go he said something to his coach like, it happened, or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That display that they put on right there, that show of him falling down and stretched out because of the tendon tore. Shouts out to LD. He broke it down to me because I asked him. I said, I really didn't want to go this way, but you brought that up. I asked LD, what up, man? I said, man, if you tell me that this is a real accident, that this really happened, and this is not AI, then I'll believe it, right? Because I was going to go that way with it. I didn't buy it at first. Sorry, not sorry. LD says, nah, man. That's what happened, man.
It's legit.
I saw it.
Legit.
I saw it. I saw the tendons in the thigh and everything popped. It was, you know what I'm saying? I said, these guys. I said, hey, Larry, these dudes get paid good money to perform professionally. You don't think they could have performed the technique of learning how to fall or something like that? That couldn't be along those lines.
Not with the Achilles tendon.
Not with the kid. That's what
That
LD
thing
said.
is,
It's a vital piece that
push off, and you saw it. Everybody who saw the slow motion video of this thing and has a good stomach, you could just see that separation in his sock.
Right.
Just that pop.
Yeah.
And right away.
Yeah.
You knew it.
Shouts
It was
out to
over.
Glenn. Glenn said the same thing. He tried to use too much torque to take off on it, and he was going downhill, and it just exploded. So, okay, there it is. He's down, they're out. OKC wins, and rightfully so.
Yeah, and future of OKC. So they're a young group. They're going into the offseason champions, and going into next season, still probably a young team compared to the rest of the NBA. But is this the start of a legacy? Is this the start of a two-peat? A three-peat? When was the last two-peat? Lakers, 2000 something?
Lakers, yeah.
Maybe? With
Two-peat,
Kobe?
yeah, back, yeah.
two-peat.
Kobe.
So then the three-peat, or maybe it was Golden State. I think Golden State had two.
Yeah, we were
Golden State
both wrong on that. It was Golden
I think it
State,
was
yeah.
Golden State. That was the soonest.
Can they keep that team together? Can they keep Shai together? Can they keep Jalen? Can they keep Chet? Can they keep Alex? Can they keep that core of guys together? Will those guys want to stay together, grow together, mature together?
They're
Possibly.
so young.
Possibly.
They can only get better from here, right?
But you just said before the show started that the young cat chases the bread. Bow!
That's right.
I'm out of here. There's
Green-
more
the
money
green-
over that way.
That's right. So what do they got to do? Pay their players?
Create a better atmosphere.
What's better than this? They just won. I know what you're saying, though.
But
I
you
hear
know what I'm saying, kids.
Yeah.
Young people's attention span is like that.
Yeah.
So
they won. Now they want something.
Now they want
more,
something
maybe?
different. They want something more, want something more exciting. They want a different experience. They want a different environment, different look at life, stuff like that. You got to get them to accept what they got going on, and then just take this to the next level. Keep working this out. If they can keep that together, then boom.
Right, championship teams that we've
Caliber.
seen that win back-to-backs, they don't shift around the team much, right? They keep it together, keep that core together, and
Yes.
just grow other ways.
add little pieces here, some veteranship here,
Right.
maybe some young energy over there, something to come off of the bench. Yeah, but a lot of guys don't want to be kept. They want to move around, stuff like that. They're chasing the bag.
Do you think the Pacers have it in them to go back to the championship next season?
Well, Halliburton's going to be out for
The whole season.
so that's going to be tough.
And Boston's not going to have Tatum.
If, like I said, if they grow from this, if they learn from this, put something together, maybe pick up a piece here and there or something like that, with some more somebody that can deliver that type of power like Halliburton can, you know what I'm saying, give you that type of boost that you need from a guy like that, then yeah, man, I don't see why not. Why not repeat the process?
I don't know. I would say they probably wouldn't do unless the owners got other players to obviously take the place of Halliburton. We'll see.
But Indiana was just there a couple years before that, right?
They were there last year at the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah.
So why wouldn't they be able to do it again?
Halliburton. He's
I
gone.
wouldn't put all my money on Halliburton in the first place. I was
Didn't
kind
you
of
put
sold.
all your money on Halliburton?
I was kind of sold by it. I thought, he was magical. He was able to do some things. He was a game winner.
He was, yeah. He had a great season.
But
Let's
he's
just say
paper
that.
thin. These paper thin. These players are not built like the players of today. One of my partners seems to think it's the shoes that these guys wear out there that's caused a lot of this.
You mean
these injuries.
bring back the high tops?
Bring back. What's wrong with the high tops? There's nothing wrong with high tops, man. That's what they all used to wear.
They're too compressed, man. They're too and they're not really proven to cause less injury. Anyway.
I don't remember back in Dominique and Charles's day. I think it was all kind of other injuries that was happening besides Achilles that was getting torn.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up because this year is different when it comes to Achilles tears. We're going to spend a couple minutes on this.
Go for it.
There's a study that was done, an orthopedic study that was done in some journal. They went all the way back to the 90s. So from 1990 to 2022, there were 45 Achilles tears in the NBA.
From 1990 to
2022.
2022.
So 2022, 23. So about 23 years. 45 that averaged about 1.3 Achilles tendons per year. How many do you think happened this year? Achilles tears.
Well, we already know 3. We got 3 already.
So we've already got 3.
No. We got 3. So I'm gonna say 5.
5. Close. 7. 7.
Kevin Durant was one of them, right?
He was earlier. He was like 2019, I think, is when that happened.
Okay.
For Durant, I think it was a little while ago. But Damian Lillard, Halliburton, Jason Tatum, and then there's 4 other guys.
Wow.
Yeah, Achilles tears in 1 year. 7. Why?
So let's go back to high tops.
Let's go back to the high tops.
Let's go back to the high tops. There's all type of fabrics out there. Just because they're high doesn't mean it has to be that bulky fabric that high tops used to be. They got new fabric nowadays, aerodynamic type material that they can wrap around the foot.
Honestly, the shoe wouldn't matter because the mechanism of an injury for the Achilles tear has nothing to do with side to side. The high tops prevent ankle sprains. So the inversion ankle sprain, that would be the high top.
Wouldn't the high top protect from the ankle from rolling over?
Rolling this way, yeah. But the mechanism of injury for the Achilles tear is a severely quick response to the
explosive move.
The explosive move to the calf.
To the calf.
Right. So that's the opposite way of rolling, right? It's the other directions, the dorsiflexion, plantarflexion. Boom, push.
Bow, tear.
So really, it's not the shoe.
It's not the shoe.
No. So what is it?
Are these players just built differently? Are they you need to eat more oatmeal and peanut butter, or what? What's going on?
Well,
Need more starch in their diet?
There's a lot of speculation that youth sports are year-round now. There's no off-season. There's no rest. There's no break for these youth athletes. When you're playing basketball and you want to be the best basketball player you can be, mom and dad's like, okay, we got to put you in club ball.
Everything.
Okay, club ball.
Yep.
And then we got to put you in high school ball.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're playing all the time and you don't get a rest.
We used to play all the time. We used to play basketball all the time.
Not like this. We played pickup games.
All the time, though.
Yeah,
We was on the
pickup
concrete.
games.
We was at the park all the time playing. Any time that we can get a chance to play some basketball. We was playing
But
basketball.
we weren't
so
playing 3 or 4 basketball games in one day.
So the workload for these kids are too much nowadays.
Yeah, that's what they say year round. Longer seasons, maybe. The intensity of the athlete today, it's a lot. The intensity.
The
intensity's gone up, right? It's quicker, faster, jump higher.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But I mean, you don't have the physical sense of it though. The aspect of it, I think the physicality of basketball no more. Everybody's quicker, everybody can jump now.
Yeah.
So we subtract the physicality of basketball should be added to the longevity of the player because the physicality of it is not there anymore. No,
you would think, but aren't they trying right now to minimize minutes for every athlete in basketball and baseball?
Could that have something to do with FanDuel? Let's watch these guys' minutes to make sure that they don't get those 10 rebounds, those 6 assists, those 25, 35 points and stuff like that. Did you hear about that? FanDuel is going crazy.
Yes, I did. I don't do FanDuel though.
You don't do FanDuel?
No.
Listen,
I'm a DraftKings guy.
Okay. Hey, you guys check it out, FanDuel. Look at the policies. Look at the procedures. Make sure you read before you click. Smart thing to do. Read all the information.
All 239 pages
of it, right?
At 10-point font.
So, and if you can't get somebody with some glasses who can, because it's a little ridiculous right now what they're doing. Pretty much, long story short, it's almost like, shout out to LD again, it's almost like Netflix, right? Not everybody can have access to that account. Everybody has to pay their own individual amount. So me and this guy hit on a ticket that we done sat back and worked together. It won't be paid for him and paid to me. It'll be split down the middle between the both of us because our slips, our sharing,
they're too close.
They're not that they're too close, but they're monitored.
Yeah,
that's
so
why.
they see the location.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's why when you have to acknowledge and accept it, you give them access to everything. Your phone, your photos. What does FanDuel have to do with your contacts? You people need to think about that when you're out there making those bets. FanDuel, research it.
Let's talk a little bit about the NBA draft.
Shout out to Wes. I just thought about it right now. Wes, one of our number one fans.
Yeah.
Jordan. No, you don't know Wes.
Oh, I don't know Wes?
Why are you agreeing with me? You don't even know Wes.
Man.
I know Wes. Wes, what up, dog? How you doing, homie? Look, KC in the house. He's a KC fan.
He's burn it to the ground.
He's going to be a big supporter come the season. I'm probably going to get great information from this guy. Wes is in the building. What up?
Thank you, Wes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we got a couple people on the chat line. Erica Miller.
Oh, what's going on? Who is that?
She's saying that we look 100. Is it 100%? Oh, my glasses. I think it's 1,000%.
If you had your glasses on,
1,000% better. Thank you so much for that, Erica.
Wow. What's up with it?
Kev Wood is on there as well. He says looks and sounds great. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Sherwood, what's going on with him? Another killer football season coming around the corner. Hope you're doing your research. Hope you're doing getting the calculations out the way, man, because I'm coming for your pocket too.
That's right.
That's right, for the football season at Casino Rock.
Do you have terms and conditions for your?
I do have terms, and this year it's going to be strict. Look, I got gate times. You got to have your pools in by certain times. There's no hitting me on the sideline trying to get something going in. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
do you have access to everybody's contacts and phone and photos?
They have it to me. I don't need their photos. I just need their information so I can send them money.
The bank account.
I don't need to know who they're calling. I just need to be able to contact them so I can get them their money. That's it. That's all.
Cooper Flagg, he went number uno.
Big guy out of Duke.
How's that going to impact the Mavericks this year, you think?
Light story before we got started. I thought they were going to use him to trade him for somewhere else. I thought looked like, didn't I see something about, I could be wrong, ladies and gentlemen, trade him for Giannis?
Giannis. I didn't hear that. Maybe
I saw something about it. Don't quote me on it, but I did see something like that, so I don't know.
They kept him, though. I mean, they got rid of Luka, which Maverick fans were like, what the hell are you getting? Why are you getting rid of Luka? And then they got rewarded with the number 1 draft pick in the lottery, which they weren't supposed to get.
So maybe they got rid of him to get that number 1 because they saw Luka picking up all that weight.
But they didn't know they were going to get number 1.
How do we know what they don't know?
They didn't know. It's a lottery.
You don't think they have some inside information,
some
tips?
I'm
just saying. You know the right person.
You know the right person. You're going to get the right information.
You're going to get the right information. It doesn't happen like that.
Apparently he knew. So Cooper Flagg, is he the new face of the league?
Yet to be determined. Until I see him make it through a season, looks like he has some
But
great
LeBron
qualities.
James, he was the face of this. He was the face of the league before he even stepped foot on the court.
I was seeing more of LeBron everywhere I went. There
So
was
you didn't
commercials.
watch Duke basketball?
I was seeing more of LeBron in commercials on everywhere. He was everywhere. I seen a couple of the commercials. I think Cooper Flag is in State Farm.
Yeah, I think all athletes are in State Farm.
State Farm. Everybody State Farm.
But
I was getting an overload of LeBron. I'm not getting an overload. I'm not really paying attention again too, so I can say that. But I'm not getting an overload of that guy. So
well,
who knows?
He's not as popular, of course, as LeBron is. But LeBron's. I just heard today, he wants to keep playing. He wants to win another championship. He's looking at his
41 years old.
Yeah, he's 40. It'll be his 23rd season, the most in NBA history for anybody.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Talking about somebody who's taking care of their body. And
is it worth it though?
Has he had an Achilles tear?
No. What does that take?
I don't know.
What does that take?
Is he not working hard enough? No, I think he takes care of his body. I think it's like Tom Brady who takes care of his body. He played long term in the football team.
Takes the time and gets some rest. You know, he knows what his body can handle and what his body can't handle. So, you know.
And really, he also came out of an era where I believe at that time it wasn't as crazy time playing basketball that there is today.
Now you're going to have to break that down for the people in the back. You said it wasn't a crazy time when LeBron came out?
No, so I'm talking about like when he was in high school and coming up into the pros.
Okay.
When he was young, did they have year-round basketball at that time? I think it might have started in around that time, maybe playing a lot of ball, but maybe the intensity when he was young wasn't as much as the kids of today.
I beg to differ. LeBron in high school they were probably playing basketball all year. He was probably playing basketball as much as he possibly could.
Because he came in 2004?
I believe so.
So 2004-ish, you know.
Ball.
So he was in high school 2004. So I don't know. Maybe the intensity of youth sports back in the early 2000s it wasn't nearly as bad as more intense as it is today.
Or maybe these players aren't built like those players of old. Right? Is that what we're saying? They're not built like that.
Yeah. Could be.
The dude's an engine. He came out busting. They was scared of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was
from
fierce.
the beginning.
From the very beginning. Fast forward, here he is.
Yeah. Bigger,
cut, lean, if you will, however you want to break that down, and still able to perform. I don't know how well are you going to pick
He's
up.
the best player on his team.
LeBron?
Yeah. Who's better on the Lakers than LeBron James?
I don't know. I'm just not a LeBron fan, but I guess he's the biggest name, and he probably is the best player on the team. But what did he do for him this year? What happened to him this year?
They got bounced.
He got bullied. That's what happened. He got bullied by a young dude. Do you remember that? We talked about that. Minnesota.
Yeah,
let's go back there. You don't want to go back there. You don't talk about that. He got bullied.
He did.
He comes up. He does it again this next year. The same thing is going to happen to him. Now everybody's going to bully him.
But
now.
he's looking now to go somewhere different. He may bounce from the Lakers and go somewhere where a team.
I doubt it. He'll stay.
But that's what he's doing. He's looking around the league right now to see. Well, first of all, he's looking to see what the Lakers are going to do around him.
How much money they're going to spend him. Right. How much money they're going to pay him.
And if he likes what they're doing, he'll stay. If he doesn't, he's going to go somewhere else.
If his opinions and his voice does not make the moves in the Laker organization, then he's going to go somewhere else. Because we all know LeBron runs that stuff over there, man. LeBron's coach on the floor, probably in the head office too as well. So if things don't happen to his liking, then he'll get out of there because they just sold LA, right?
They did
for $10 billion or something like that. $10 billion. $10 billion.
How high is this going to go? It's crazy.
It's going to go crazy. So if things don't work out in LeBron's favor, he might go somewhere. But where would he go? Who wants to play with LeBron? A 41-year-old LeBron.
I still think he's probably one of the top 10 players in the league, even at 41.
At top 10 with all top 10 of all the players that are out there right now. Shy.
Can
Luka,
you name 9 players that are better than him?
I don't want to think of 9 players that are better than him right now. We got 36 minutes left on the show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
All right, let's move on.
Move on.
So Cooper Flag, he could be the face. We'll see how he does. Some other names though that were drafted. Derek Queen. I don't know if did you watch the Final Four?
Yes, I did. That's with Florida. Yep.
Yeah, right. So So Derek Queen, he was on Maryland. He had a game winner. He's a freshman.
Okay.
I was surprised he got picked so high, but he's on the he got drafted to the Pelicans. Carter Bryant from our own here, Arizona, U of A, bear down.
Go ahead.
He got drafted to the Spurs in the first round.
The boy that came out of Florida went to Utah.
Yes, he did. Yeah, Walter
Junior.
Clayton Jr. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
That dude is a baller. He is so good.
Yeah.
He was one of the players that I was like, man, he's going to be high up in the draft. And I don't know if he was high up. I think he was maybe 15, 16. But I'm glad he went. Yeah, Utah. Who else is going to Utah?
Hopefully the guy that
hopefully
the guy shows up for
Mr.
training camp. Mr. Bailey, Ace Bailey. Yeah.
Goodness, what's up with this?
He didn't want Utah. He didn't want it
from the beginning. He didn't even work out for him.
Saw it on his face. He didn't want nothing to do with Utah. No. Does he have a right to say who he can play for, where he can go?
Does he have a right to? Yes.
He does have a right, though.
He has a right.
He has a right.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work out for him, but if it doesn't work out for him, it is what it is, right?
Well, right. So if you have these players that are coming in green as can be in the NBA, and they feel like they can pick and choose wherever they want to go, it's going to look bad on them. Everybody, all the players, all the veterans in the league, they don't like that stuff. I don't think they look at that and go, well, I want to play with this guy. Like when they came into the league, they weren't like that. Most of them weren't.
No. But
right? They went to whoever they wanted, whoever they got drafted for were grateful. It was a blessing. They got out of the situation that they were maybe in.
Right.
You know, that's what they were happy about.
That's what they were happy about. Getting their mother a house.
Right, give mom a house.
Getting out of debt, doing things in the neighborhood.
So,
for the community.
For him to be so ungrateful like that, it's a bad look. I don't think the players like it. That's just my view.
But there were other players from back in the days that had that same attitude, from Dominique Wilkins to Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Eli Manning did not want anything to do with the Chargers.
Eli Manning's dad didn't want anything to do with the Chargers.
Eli didn't want anything to do with the Chargers, and then he went and told his dad, and his dad moved some things around and made something happen. Story goes.
Is that how it works?
Story goes
Google
that
it.
way. You could.
But yeah, there's been those historical figures where
I'm
I
not
don't
going
want to go there.
No, sir. I don't want nothing to do with that. Send me to L.A. Send me to New York, but do not send me to Utah. What's going on in Utah to cast that? You got Danny Ainge down there,
right?
Isn't it?
Ainge.
That's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
He's, I think so. Yeah, he's a champ. He's won an NBA championship.
Won a championship
as a player and a owner or a GM for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, he's gonna start working some magic.
There's something going on in Utah. Is Utah? What's the word I'm looking for, ladies and gentlemen?
It's a different culture.
Is it a different world in Utah? Or does Utah accept the things that are going on in the world, like the other parts of the country?
I mean, no. I think it's a whole different culture.
Is
it's just like playing up in Seattle is a whole different culture than playing down in Miami.
So Utah's not with the vibe nowadays, huh? Not with the way that the world is moving.
Utah Jazz?
As a whole, Utah.
Or just Utah as a whole?
Utah as a whole. He's going to have to play there. He's going to have to live there. He's going to have to eat there. All that stuff. Right.
Well,
everything that goes on.
The fan base there is amazing, though.
Okay.
The fan base is supportive of the Utah Jazz.
So we're not going to get a bunch of fans flipping them guy off, talking about his mother or anything like that?
I don't know. They might.
They might.
Yeah.
It's something about Utah that other players that I've heard, me and my son were talking about, what up, Deuce? Talking about that they want to stay away from Utah. But he said, man, look, I would just be thankful for whoever decides to pick me up. And I'm finna go and show up and show out. That's a great attitude to have, young man. You keep that and you'll go far.
I mean, some of the best duos in basketball played at Utah.
Right. And you're going with Clayton Jr., so you got him and and you got Danny Ainge. The magic that could happen that...
Yeah, it's not like you have to agree with what Utah...
has to offer, right?
You don't have to agree. You're there to play basketball.
Take care of the business.
Take care of your business, right, and do your thing.
Get up out of there. Right.
Why didn't Walter Clayton start having an issue about going there?
The guy was thankful. He was appreciative. He was ready. He showed up. He was there. He was there before the rest of the other two dudes that were supposed to be. And
that's the player that's going to last a long time in the league.
In the league, yes.
I mean, look, we're the DeMarcus Cousins of the world.
Overseas,
giving
somebody a full nut sack in the nose. Did you see that? That goes to those fans. These fans are going crazy. The fan was flipping this dude out, calling him everything but
insane,
everything but a child of God. He returned fire. DeMarcus Cousins returned fire. Gave the dude a whole nostril filled of nutsack because he was so offended. Does
And
that
it was like fourth quarter of the game, so they must have smelled really good.
Oh
too.
man, they were just it was ridiculous. But does that say that they need more crowd control out there to get those fans out the business?
Basketball is tough because there's no wall.
No barrier from the court, from the chair.
No court, exactly. I mean, baseball, you have at least kind of a wall. You can jump over it, and they're far away from it.
Are they? So how did that one guy hear that comment that was made to him that we were just talking about before we got started?
Yeah, Cattell
here?
Marte from the Diamondbacks.
Yes,
so
from the D-backs, yes, sir.
Well, I mean, they still have interaction with them because the dugout's right there. I believe the fan was behind their dugout.
Okay.
So they're there. They can shout at them.
Right.
But there's still barriers up, like the net is up. You can't run onto the field, but you can say all you want.
Say all you want.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about Cattell Marte breaking down, tearing up because of what a fan said to him about his mother. I don't know the exact quote. All I know is that it was about his mom who had passed away, I think 4 or 5 years ago, and it hit him like a ton of bricks.
He broke down, didn't he?
He broke down.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he
did.
broke down. He started crying. So what is that? So fans, like how far is too far when it comes to fan engagement?
I guess right there, if you're saying stuff to be malice, to intentionally hurt that person emotionally, that's too far. If you're there because the bum drops a pass or makes an error and you want to you yell something like that out there, or strikes out or something like that, then that's that typical fan engagement. But when it becomes personal, which it can be, I think that's too far.
Too far.
On the same side, those guys' skin got to be a little tougher. You got to be able to handle a lot of stuff. You're going to hear a lot of stuff. You'll see more stuff, I think, that's worse on the internet that'll get shared around about you from what you did with some chick at a hotel or something like that.
Right,
so,
right.
I mean, it's
and
crazy.
And a video
of it, right. With audio. Yeah.
With audio.
Everything. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're saying that this fan's going to be banned from all Major League Baseball fields. Like, is that a bit much, maybe?
If it is, he brought it on himself. Should have kept his mouth in control. Fan could have got too drunk drinking them Coors Lights or Bud Lights, stuff like that, and just snapped out. To ban from all sports for eternity, right? It's over.
Forever, yeah. Baseball.
Yeah.
Is it the beer's fault?
That's a tough call.
Do they need to limit beer? Alcohol?
I think they do. You can only get like
seventh inning.
Yeah, seventh inning. It's over with. So you can have
drink as much as you want up to the seventh inning.
Up to the seventh inning.
And guess what inning this happened in?
Seventh inning.
The seventh inning.
Right. So last call, last call, last brawl.
Last call. He probably had his.
That last one that
He's
sent
like,
him over the edge.
I'm gonna do it right now.
This
I'm
is
gonna go talk to
it. This is over with.
It, yeah.
Could have been personal or something like that. Could that have fan known that guy or something like that? Was it something?
I don't think he did though.
No. We don't know. The story has anything came out about this? More information.
No, I've heard that when they escorted the gentleman out,
Thug out of there.
27. He's in his 20s, I think.
Oh, young dude, a bully, huh?
Yeah. So, but when they escorted him out, he's like, "What? What did I do? I just said something about his mom."
Played victim.
I mean, how often did we in junior high school say
your mama's
mama
ugly?
jokes,
right? All the time.
The mama jokes.
All the time.
So, did it make you cry?
It had me feeling some type of way sometimes. If it came from the wrong person, you talk about somebody's mom.
Did you?
I didn't want to clutch up on it, though.
You didn't?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
You held back.
Held back. I had other things I had to do. I had other responsibilities and stuff like that. I couldn't throw it all away because this cat talked about my mom. It did piss me off, though. Right.
Yeah, right. It would piss me off, too.
Right. But you got to have your feelings and your emotions in check.
You got to have them in check, yeah.
To the young players, to the young people, you got to have your feelings and emotions in check. Is that what we're talking about here?
That's right.
That's right.
You got it. Let's see. Arizona on the chat line says Phoenix will take him. Who are we talking about? We talking about
Phoenix
Ace
Mercury?
Bailey? Phoenix Suns? Are we talking about Ace Bailey? Phoenix is going to take him?
You said Arizona. That's LD. What you talking about, LD? Break that down for us, LD. You said Phoenix will take who, partner? Talk to me.
A couple other things. Thugs.
Poetry.
poetry.
What's up, Reese?
He says, "What's up, Lau?" Is that Reese? Hey, Reese.
Yeah, what's going on,
Brother?
Big
We
Reese?
still got to meet. You got to come.
No, that's not Agent Reese.
That's not Agent Reese.
That's
another
old,
Reese.
that's old. That's a veteranship Reese.
Okay.
I think he should be bowling right now. Shouts out to all the veteran bowlers. I think it's a respectfully. I don't want to call it a senior league.
Don't offend.
No, I'm not. No, I don't know. There's a bowling league. Like the 37U for older guys and stuff like that. They go just down there striking them out. Shouts out to them dudes. Hope you guys win, Reese and the crew.
Bowl it up, man.
Bowl it up, man.
Bowl it up.
Tell me about that 300 you shot, man. Yes, sir.
Arizona also says Danny Ainge is not a Hall of Famer yet. So.
Is that from LD? I think that's LD.
That's
Are
Arizona.
you sure?
That's Arizona. Yeah, he said he's not a Hall of Famer, and he backed up saying that he would love to see LeBron James come to Arizona, play Phoenix.
Whoa.
Do we want that?
No, I can't agree with you over there, LD.
He's a LeBron hater.
I'm not a LeBron hater.
Is it going to make Phoenix better?
I'm not in the camp of
Would LeBron James make any team better?
LeBron will help any team. Hear me out. Help any team sell more tickets. It'd make basketball more interesting.
It'll help him out.
At the end of the day, yeah.
Because people come and watch him.
They come spend his money. Come spend the money to get the jerseys and stuff like that.
Do you know who Vet Dad 96 is?
Vet Dad 96. Here, let me think about it. What they got to say.
It says, "What's up, Jack? Coach Cook in the house."
Wow, right on to you. Right on to you.
Is this your fan club?
Well,
it's got to be your fan club.
I'm a fan of this club right here, man. I'm your fan. All you people out there.
We are your fans.
LeBron and Phoenix, LD. We gonna talk about that more in person, man. I'm not sure about that, man. Give me some. What are they keeping Devin Booker? What are they giving up to get LeBron to come to Phoenix?
They're gonna have to give up everybody.
They're gonna have to give up everybody.
They gave up their best core players to get Durant. And you saw what happened.
So you would have to tell me a little bit more about that, LD. The supporting cast to go along with LeBron if we're going to do anything. Is this a championship team you're talking about that if LeBron came here could possibly be?
Who would be the big three?
Out of Phoenix?
Yeah. LeBron,
and LD.
Who knows? Yep. Anyway, back to the draft. There were 7 international players in the first round,
which made the names ridiculous because I couldn't remember a number of these dudes' names, man.
And 9 international in the second round.
So
a ton of international players this year.
So the league is evolving, right? It's becoming bigger than the United States.
It's been evolved since Dirk Nowitzki was in.
Okay, all right. You can go back to
2007 or something.
All right. So it's been evolving, right? Yeah. But even more so now.
Oh yeah.
Look at some of these names, man. What happened?
Look at Wembanyama. I couldn't pronounce that when I first saw it.
I'm trying to
now
figure
it just flows.
I got to ask my son how to spell that. What are you talking about?
W something?
Right.
Yama.
There you go.
Yama.
What happened to the simple names? Mike J, Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, all these exotic names out here nowadays. Larry. Simple.
Yeah. Simple. I don't know, man.
So the draft is interesting. Some things could happen.
Yeah, there's some good players. There's some good players coming out.
Are they all shooters? Is anybody physical coming out of the draft?
Absolutely.
The big man is dead.
In fact, Phoenix picked up some big centers.
Did they?
Yes. I cannot pronounce this guy's name. He's from Duke.
He's not a center. He's a shooter. Just a tall forward.
He's not a shooter. He's long and big and physical.
And he's going to shoot the 3-point.
He'll dunk every basket. He's opposite of DA.
Now,
remember DA from back in the day?
Now he is. He's
gonna be good.
No, he's going to go to the league and become a shooter. So next player.
He's gonna be good.
That's the league.
Malik. No,
Malik.
Can't. I can't even pronounce it.
Spit it out, Jack.
He's from Duke.
Okay.
Duke player.
Another Duke. Duke made out in the draft, huh?
Duke, top 3 in the top 10.
Boom.
3 players in the top 10.
Producing warriors out of Duke there, huh?
Crazy, yeah. Right. Coach K doing it over there.
Still doing it over there. Wow.
All right, everybody. I want to do something real quick.
Go for it, because we do got to talk about IFL. We got to show some love because the Rattlers did their thing last night. Sit tight.
They won.
Okay,
we're gonna play a little game. I want everybody who's watching, Coach Cook, you included, okay?
Go for it.
I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. It's kind of like a magic trick, okay? So everybody just listen up, all right?
It's kind of a magic trick.
Pick a number.
Pick a number.
Between 1 and 10.
1 and 10.
Okay.
I got it.
Got it. Okay. Take that number and multiply it by 9.
This is the laboratory, man.
You need a calculator.
This is therapeutic, man.
Get your phone out. Get your phone out.
You're asking me to think right now. Okay, 3 times what?
3, don't tell me the number.
Okay, let's start over.
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 10.
I got it now.
Got it? Multiply it by 9.
There you go.
Okay, take those 2 digits and add them together and get a number. Don't tell me what it is. Okay? So if it's 12, then you 2, 1.
You're going to make
3.
me forget the number, man. Go ahead.
Okay,
Keep
so
going.
you
I got the
that
number.
number.
I got the number.
Okay, you got the number.
I got the
So
number.
Subtract 5.
From that number.
From that number, subtract 5.
There you go.
Okay? Now, take that number and correspond it to the letter of the alphabet. So A is 1, B is 2.
Wait a minute. Now, come, ladies and gentlemen,
C
help
is
me out.
3.
Is somebody else out there doing this? Okay. Wait a minute. I got the number, and then you said correlated with the alphabet.
Yeah. So whatever the number is. So if it's number 1.
What
then
alphabet?
then
The
it'll be
American
A,
alphabet?
The American alphabet.
Okay. Well,
A, B,
just
C,
making
D,
sure.
E, F, G.
Just making sure.
Right. So if it's 1, it's A.
Yeah.
2 is B.
There you go.
You got that? You got that letter?
I think. Penny, help me out. What number is K? I'm sorry. No.
Number is K?
Go for it. No. I got it. I'm just giving you a hard time. Go for
Stop it.
There it
Stop
is.
It. All right. Take that letter.
Take the letter.
Take the letter now.
Yes.
Take the letter.
And
I want you to
create a word.
Come up with a think of the first country that comes to your mind. Don't tell me though. Think of the first country. Starts with that letter.
Okay.
Okay. Now take that country. You got the country?
I think so.
Okay. Take that country.
There you go.
And take the last letter in the country, and think of an animal. Okay. Don't tell me. You got it? You got your animal?
I don't think so.
Okay. Take that animal. Take the last letter of that animal and think of a fruit. Don't tell me, though.
Okay.
Don't tell me that you're thinking about Denmark and kangaroo eating an orange.
I won't.
Did you?
No, it was.
Come on, man.
It was Kenya. It was Aardvark, and it was I think
Kenya? How'd you get
kiwi?
Anybody who is watching right now, is that what you were thinking? Denmark, kangaroo, eating an orange. Let me know.
If anybody out there was thinking of any of that, we're going to get you guys right here, right now, real quick, a Sports Lab podcast T-shirt. Wow, if anybody was thinking, what was it? What you had to be thinking about? Somebody eating an orange in Denmark?
Yeah, kangaroo, Denmark, orange. I don't know where you got the letter K.
Who told you this? Where'd you get this? That's on a Subway receipt. Is that what happened when you went over to Subway?
I came up with this. No.
You were just
I
sitting
had
there.
it locked in. I was going to do it today.
All right, so
You
somebody
just messed it all up.
somebody let us know if you got
That's the extent
orange.
of my magic.
Copy that. IFL.
Arizona, real quick, says LeBron James, his contract's over, so he's looking to do something.
Oh, okay, so he wants to experiment and go somewhere, and Arizona likes him in Phoenix.
He does. Yeah, he likes him in Phoenix.
Okay.
Let's talk IFL.
I need to talk IFL.
Did we win or lose?
We won.
Yes.
We
finally.
won. We finally
Slow
got.
clap
Yes.
to the Rattlers.
Bow. About time.
Thank you, Rattlers.
Appreciate
oh my goodness.
you. Yeah, taking care of that business, doing what they needed to do.
Finally,
and pull,
four game losing skid.
Yes.
They call it in the sports world. Skidding out.
And it was a tough win. It was a controlling win. They did what they needed to do. Do you know who they played last night?
Did they play Green Bay?
Green Bay Blizzard, 48-28. Toe that tail up.
48-28.
Yeah, they was all over the place. They still got hit with a bunch of penalties, but this time it didn't stop them. It didn't deter them from finishing the game and finishing the game strong. They did what they needed to do. Yes, yeah. Touchdowns all over the place from Ron Brown Jr. to Eric Sneed. Sneed, I forget his first name there.
Darnold? Darren?
No, Sneed. Hold on 1 second here. Sneed, but anyway, yeah Sneed. They was recovering fumbles and stuff like that. They were all over the place. Like I said again, the penalties and the flags did not deter them and did not set them back like in previous game. And we are on the road to winning again.
Who we got next?
We do. He didn't. Agent Reese. Agent Reese. I don't want to blame it on you, but you did not give us the next game.
Come on. That's okay.
No.
99% of the work. That's pretty good.
No, 99%.
We can always look it up.
We could always look it up. We can't blame everything on. But he's so informative with everything else going on.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
I got it right here.
Talk to me.
Arizona Rattlers are going to play
I want to say
in Glendale. San Diego.
It's at home. It's a home game. Yes.
San Diego Strike Force playing Saturday, July the 12th.
Right.
So they have a little bit of a break.
Some time off.
Is it? Do they have like an all-star break? Like, do they play like? They don't, do they?
That's a great question.
That's a bye, I think. It's like a bye week.
It's probably a bye week.
Yeah.
Late in the season for a bye week. Shouts out to also Taylor for helping out Agent Reese with the mathematicals on this whole project that Reese takes time to do every week.
We appreciate
home
you,
games.
Reese.
We appreciate you so much. Shouts out to Taylor for helping out Pops with that. That was a great job that you did. So much more information. Green Bay Blizzards, though, they went down to us. Also, the Quad City Steamrollers smashed the Massachusetts Pirates 56-35 over there in that game.
High scoring game.
Yeah, they just dogged them out.
Is that are they leading?
As far as their record, with a win like that, though, I don't have the stats on the Steam Wheelers right now, but they did smash the Pirates, though.
Okay.
We have to check that out. You want to look that up? We can look that up right quick. We got plenty of time to talk about that.
So they're now 8-5.
The Rattlers, yes, sir.
They've been solid at home though. They're 6-1 at home.
Yes.
They're 2-4 on the road.
On the road. It's on the road. It's tricky. And that was actually Green Bay Blizzards was a tough team. So again, here we go again. We're stronger versus stronger teams and weaker versus weaker teams, which makes no sense.
No.
So if we keep the same formula up, we keep our heads in the game here. Control the penalties, the unsportsmanlike conducts, and things of those natures that gives up yards, that gives up opportunities away from us, gives our opportunities away. Then we could be back on the right track.
So, some not so good news.
Go for it.
The last three remaining games, they played the San Diego Strike Force.
Okay, that's one.
They played him 2 out of 3 times. They beat him the very first matchup back in August 5th pretty handily, 58-23.
Excuse me.
And but since then, San Diego hasn't lost. They're 9-1. So San Diego's a really good team right now.
So wait a minute, the Rattlers got 3 games left.
3 games left.
And 2 out of those 3 games are versus this team that we're playing.
Correct.
Coming up, the Strike Force.
Yes. Yep. Yep. So they play San Diego Strike Force on the 12th.
Okay.
And then also on the 27th.
All right.
1 in Glendale, 1 in San Diego, and then in between that, San Antonio Gunslingers.
Oh, we beat them before early season. Agent Reese, if you're out there, what do you feel about that? 2 out of the 3, we got a series going on. We will have a series going on with the Strike Force. What are our chances versus those guys? Because you said one's away, one's home, and then the third game. 2 at home.
Say 2. No, they're both 1 at home and 2 on the road.
2 on the road, and then our road record is 4-2.
Yeah.
Wow.
2-4.
2-4. Excuse me.
Yeah, 2-4. So
that's tricky. So
not great.
We got to keep our heads in the game.
Yeah, you just got to keep the heads.
No penalties. No unsportsmanlike conducts.
Right.
Protect the football. PAT's good.
Play the first half. Play the second half like you played the first half.
Like the first half. Keep our foot on the necks, as Agent Reese would say. Shouts out to those Rattlers again doing their thing. Next game is next Saturday,
July 12th.
July 12th. Yep. Go out, have a good time.
Catch a ball.
Catch a ball.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the D-backs. Okay, D-backs have been...
Just about the guy crying?
No. We already talked about him.
We already talked about him. Okay.
Let's talk about the actual play. So they've had some crazy injuries this year. They got two of their starting pitchers.
Let me guess, an Achilles tear.
Almost. Just as bad in the baseball world.
What you got?
Tommy John.
The who?
Tommy John.
How did he get hurt?
Tommy John.
Sorry.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Tommy John surgery.
Oh, there we go.
Named after Tommy John.
Okay.
Who had the first surgery for this. It's called the UCL, ulnar collateral ligament. It's right in here.
Okay.
This little ligament gets hot, fired up.
Is that more for a pitcher? Is that a swinger?
It's a pitcher.
It's a pitcher. All right.
It's a pitcher. So two of their players, Corbin Burns and Montgomery, they both are having Tommy John surgery, which is going to leave them out for probably 6 months, I think.
Wow. 6 months. How many games is 6 months, you think?
A lot.
Is that okay?
Yeah, they might be out for the season.
Wow.
Corbin Carroll's injured. Gabriel Marino's injured. Vargas is injured. So their bats are going away, and they're pitching too.
It's going away too. So is that an injury that has plagued the league?
Yes.
The Tommy. I don't want to dog it out. You said Tommy
John.
Tommy John.
Mm-hmm.
Is that plagued the league like the Achilles has played the NBA?
It's worse. There's multiple ones every year. There's a Tommy John surgery.
Okay.
More than just the Achilles tear that there was in the NBA one time a year for the last 20 years. So yeah, it's a lot more prominent. It's getting a lot worse. A lot more are happening, which could be due to the same thing in NBA basketball with the youth sports
being overworked.
Pitch counts. I know pitch counts are they do have pitch counts for kids in like Little League.
Okay.
So they can't go over, I don't know, 40 pitches or something like that.
Right, throwing out the arm. Right.
Right. So they do that especially for the young kids because that'll really mess their elbow up as they get older. If they
grow.
Yeah. But their pitching hasn't been great either. Fott and Gallen, they're both at 5.19 ERA.
Is that trash?
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
That means that they're giving up 5 runs a game. Just on their own.
Okay.
So they're 25th. They're ranked 25th in the MLB.
So wait a minute. So they're ranked 25th. What's one of those guys you said that's giving up 5 hits?
Fott.
Fott. So
P-F-A-T.
So whenever he's in the game, shout out to Malcolm. Whenever he's in the game, we can put that he's guaranteed to give up 4 to 5 hits, right? Is that what you're saying?
Runs.
He's guaranteed.
Not
to give
guaranteed.
Up, well,
his average right now is 5 earned runs. So 7 or 8 one game.
Okay.
1 or 2 the next game. Kind of averages it out to 5. But their pitching staff for the year, they're ranked 25 with 4.76 ERA. So the pitching staff is not great right now.
So Malcolm, can we put a little taste on there? I'm talking to you over here instead of over the phone because FanDuel is a abrasive application. Can we put something on there that Fott could possibly give up a few hits, 2 to 3 hits, runs when he's up there?
Yeah.
Pitching, is that safe to say? Malcolm, what's up with you, boss man? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with the D-backs right now. They're 10 games back from the Dodgers now. So they're 10 games back. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games.
I got a few partners out there that happen to think that you're a Dodgers hater.
Oh yeah.
Are you?
I am very well a Dodgers hater. Yes. Remember, I got 2 favorite teams.
Okay.
The Giants
right.
and any team who plays against the Dodgers.
Wow. The guy that put ketchup on his pizza, he should be responding to that. Yeah, that guy.
Is he a Dodger fan?
No, he's not a Dodger fan.
Okay.
He just I don't believe he's a Dodger fan, but he recognizes the fact that you don't like the Dodgers.
Oh, you can recognize that fact.
You can. He
true.
did.
It is true.
It is true though.
Every patient I go in to see, and I see Dodger memorabilia,
you got something to say about it.
I do have something to say about it. I go cover it up with
something. knock it off the wall, something that.
I don't do that. I'm pretty respectful. Going to the Giants, though. Giants, ever since losing to Colorado, when I had a bag over my head, it was such a bad moment.
I remember that episode.
Ever losing to Colorado, they have gone 5-14, and they're currently losing right now. So
who are they playing right now?
White Sox. They're playing the White Sox right now. Actually, the game might be over with.
I was going to take the White Sox. I think shout out to
take the White Sox?
C's told me.
Come on.
Little C's told me to take the White Sox. I believe last time I saw him, he was at the workhouse. Well, that been so long I ain't seen the guy. But I think he told me to take Sox.
Yeah, they did. They lost 5-2. So they lost that series. They lost quite a few series lately.
On a decline.
It's bad.
It's
very bad. The good news, however, though, they're coming to town. They're coming to town.
You want to watch the game?
I want to go to the game, but they're Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday,
it's kind of during the week. So if I can get out.
How come baseball's not on the weekend?
Because they play a game every single day.
What people are at work, man? Who got time to take off in the middle of the day to watch the damn baseball? I guess so, man.
It's late. It's a 6:05 start.
I need to retire. Should we retire? Anyway,
if we get enough viewers on this,
wow,
we will retire.
Let's send it. Let's take the vacation all together and send it viral. All of us go around the world one time. Let's attract and attack everybody that comes and speak negatively about this podcast right here, man. Let's get it up. Let's move it together.
Bring it up.
Unity.
Dodgers are, of course, winning. They're doing really well. Shohei Ohtani He just threw. He's a pitcher. Remember I told you he's pitching now.
Okay.
So he's back in the lineup as a pitcher. He's only maybe doing pitching one or two innings, one or two, 3 innings.
The first innings or the lower
starter.
innings?
No, he's a starter.
He's a starter.
Yeah, so he comes in. He threw 101 mile-an-hour pitch the other day. That's impressive.
Was it for a strike?
Yeah, strikeout. Mm-hmm. Yep. So he is doing awesome.
Back online with it.
Yes. So if you're the baseball coach and you're on a losing streak, what do you tell these players to start winning it again? Start being themselves. Start, cracking the bat. Start throwing strikes. Like, what is it about baseball that's so difficult during a losing streak?
During a losing streak, I wouldn't have no idea really. Especially when it comes to baseball. I think the message would just have to be at a certain point if you knew that it wasn't no true outlook to it, no ending to it except for the inevitable. Just go out there and play.
Just play.
Just play. Just have fun with it.
Just because baseball is so long.
Yes.
So long.
So long.
I think baseball is probably one of the most underrated sports as far as like the mental toughness, right?
Yeah.
Of baseball.
Yeah.
Just in the longevity of it. Yeah, it's slow. It can be boring at times, but just the mentality of it. Like it's not so much mental, like physical toughness. It's a mental tough game.
You got to stay. Yeah, you got to stay locked in. When it comes to baseball.
A good baseball player, batting average is 20%, 25%.
That's a good one.
That's like an average one.
Average.
If you're up in the 30%, like Aaron Judge is,
okay,
like 350, that's really good.
Swinging a big
That's
stick.
really good.
That's really good.
35%. Now, if you shoot 35% from the line, during baseball or basketball, or you're shooting 35% field goal, 2-pointers.
Okay, 2-pointers. Okay, mid-range.
You're trash, right? You're sitting on the bench. You're not playing. You're not playing at all.
No,
right?
no.
Major League Baseball.
It's different.
It's different.
It's completely different.
100%.
Yeah, but to answer the question, I think you just have to tell you guys to go out there and play. Just have fun with it. Try to, get the feel back of the game. Load up on some chew or bubble gum or whatever they do and spit it out and just have sunflower seeds. Just have fun with it. Loose, get back into.
Can you imagine picking up after them?
No.
I don't want to do it.
They probably get some real good money too. $35 an hour to go out there and clean the field or something like that. Yeah, pick up all that stuff like that.
Quickly through the WNBA, then we'll do some yays and nays. What?
Go for it.
Okay. WNBA. Phoenix Mercury on her tear right now. They play tonight against the Liberty? No, Aces. They play the Aces tonight.
That's right.
At 3:00. So that should be a good game.
You've been wanting so much to go to a WNBA
game.
We have to go to a WNBA game.
Tonight would have been great.
It would have been.
But we're here for you right now.
Yep.
We're here for you.
Sunday at 2. This is where we're at. This is where we're at.
Sunday at 2. Games at 3. So, but yeah, they're doing really well, led by Elisa Thomas, Satu Sabali, and Kalia Copper.
Can we put some money on them? Is the question. That's what the folks want to know. Can they put a 20 piece on the Mercury?
Yeah,
money line.
Yeah,
just money line.
Just money line.
Just
yeah,
money
I
line.
think Phoenix will win. I think Phoenix will win tonight. Aces are struggling right now for some reason. I don't know why the Aces are struggling. But yeah, I think the Phoenix Mercury they're on the up and up. So they're winning games, and they're second in the conference right now behind the Minnesota Lynx, which is led by the MVP frontrunner. So if you want to bet with WNBA, bet Nefessa Collier.
Close.
I was a bit too much French on that one.
Yeah. I seen it.
Collier.
I seen it.
She's averaging 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, 93% from free throw line.
It just that just made me think about the WNBA. I heard there is a rumor, a potential female coach could possibly be entering into the NBA over in New York. You got some feelings about that real quickly here as the time expires? How you feel about that? World, how do you guys feel about that?
I think more power to Dawn Staley. She's proven herself in every aspect of her field, her
Beautiful
craft.
track record, yes.
She's she's a woman
Okay.
Does that matter?
No.
Who knows?
Why should it?
We'll have to see who the players are, and if the players would. I think she has a lot of respect among men and women basketball players that I don't think they'd have much of a problem with her as a coach.
Okay.
Because of the players' respect towards her.
All right. So the guys over there would buy into her sermon.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
I mean, like I said, she's Dawn Staley.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Right, you know. But then again, who knows?
Interesting. That's interesting news that could be coming to the NBA. Would probably change the landscape of the NBA. Let's keep our eyes open for that.
Yeah.
That would add a completely different dimension to the game. What you got for me?
Well, because they've also they're starting to have assistant female coaches in the NBA.
Yeah.
So they're already, starting to cross that line.
As far as assistant coaches, head coaches, they're on the sidelines commentating on the game and stuff like that. It's all over the place. The game is changing. Yes, sir.
Cool. Over the weekend, I watched a thing on Bobby Knight, Coach Knight.
Indiana?
Indiana, yes. Coach Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
I think he's the winningest coach in basketball. He won 900 games. Maybe not right now, but maybe when he retired.
Was he the could you say I'm sorry, forgive me, it escapes me right now. The coach from San Antonio Spurs, Popovich.
Popovich, yeah.
Is he the Popovich of the NCAA?
He was, in a way.
Bobby Knight.
But the whole thing with him, the whole story, it's kind of a sad story. It's kind of I don't know what side I'm on. He basically got fired for being too aggressive on a player, choked him. See the video of the chokehold that he did on one of the players, and the player stood up to that, and basically got him fired eventually from Indiana, and a lot happened in that. But my question to you: Do you know much about Bobby Knight? Like what kind of coach he is?
Yeah, he was a hard-nosed coach.
He was a very hard-nosed coach. Yeah,
didn't care about your feelings at all. He told you the truth.
Mm-hmm. Would you enjoy playing for a coach like Bobby Knight?
If the mutual respect was there, because he's probably the coach. If you do your job and you do your job right, he'd probably leave you alone. He's only picking on you if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know how I feel about the hands on me and you know what I mean, things of that nature. Yeah. You couldn't go that far with me, but if I'm doing my job and what I'm supposed to be doing on and off the court, he has no issue with me. He only has issue with the guys he can't get through to. Simple.
Right. So you as an athlete, you like that type of coaching style?
I don't mind it. I don't know if I can say I don't like it, but it doesn't bother me.
Would you play for him, or would you play for a coach Coach K?
I think if I had the option to play between the two, I think I would go with Coach K. I think I could get more from Coach K. I could learn more about the game
because he's just as aggressive.
But I see it more with Bob. I see it more.
He doesn't throw chairs.
I think
Coach not throwing chairs.
Coach will check you behind the scenes. He'll let you cut up and stuff like that. You know how your mom used to do. Okay, you want to act a fool in Walmart? Let me go over here to this bathroom with you. And versus Bobby Knight will tear your ass up right there on the Walmart floor. Coach will talk to you back there in the back. I like that better. Check me back there in the back. You ain't got to. What's the word? You don't got to embarrass me and check me at the same time. In front of everybody. What kind of trash is that? Right.
Yay or nay? Would you win in a one-on-one against the best WNBA basketball player right now?
No, she would kill me. Angel Reese from Caitlin Clark. It would have to take a WNBA player to get me. Nobody like the names of Lobato or any of his little street crew. Or shouts out to Juanito. He liked the basketball too. He liked to play basketball too. I'll smash all those dudes. But it would take a WNBA player or NBA player to dog me out. No, I couldn't handle none of that.
How about in your prime? 21-year-old.
18. I had to
sexy,
go 18.
18.
I had to go 18.
Sexy body, in shape.
Yeah, I would win. You know why I win? Because, I go to get to talk to her like this a little bit.
You start using your...
I started using... I thought my voice had a little bit, get all up in the air and stuff like that. She'd be distracted.
Okay.
And then I'd make my move and go to the rack.
And she would
pulling
just be
out
staring,
all the cards.
She'd be staring at that voice of yours.
No. She wouldn't be staring. She would just be locked
mesmerized.
into the voice. Mesmerized.
She'd be mesmerized.
That's right. Yeah, I would use everything I could. Yeah.
She'd get the circles in her eyes.
Yeah, just get lost and wouldn't understand
so
what I was
doing. So that's what you would do? Were you Casanova back then? 18 years old?
Well, you asking me to admit a lot of things on camera that I'm not ready to admit. We are almost at the end of it.
My friend.
Yeah,
we're done.
We're done?
I think so.
Is that it? Until
so fast. We have a lot more to say.
we got so much. We had a
much.
smorgasbord, a buffet and stuff to talk about. We just
is
can't get to it all.
crazy.
Hey, we appreciate everybody for the love, for the support, for the energy, for the encouragement, for the words, for the trash talking. Whatever you bring, we thank everybody for it.
One more quick little thing.
Go for it.
E-Talks basketball on the chat line. He says, or she, I'm sure. Basketball is mentally tough game, or baseball is mentally tough, but so is basketball. I agree with you 100%. They're all mentally tough, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Especially at the professional level, when you have not just the game to be a part of, but you got the fans, you got social media, you got this, you got that. So you have to be mentally tough.
I think at any level you got to be mentally tough, especially as the young. You got to be mentally tough as a young kid. Some of these kids will break you just from the things that they say. You got to mentally. You got to be prepared coming in the game, mentally tough.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
you can't
sure.
just acquire that. You got to have that already and then advance it as you get older, right? Okay. Who was that was on the chat line?
E-Talks basketball.
E-Talks basketball. Appreciate you. Yes.
You're new. I don't think we've seen that person on the chat.
Well, I'm not
going
to say that.
Appreciate that.
I'm not going to say that because somebody will come on the line and then next thing you know, they're like, oh, you didn't recognize me. Shouts out to you if I know you. Huh? How you doing?
Hey, real quick, though.
Go for it.
You placed a bet, right, on Angel Reese?
Yes, I did.
And it was over under what?
14 and a half
Saying
for
14
rebounds.
and a half. Oh, did you bet over?
I bet over. What you said was 19, 18, 17. You went back in history as what she was averaging for rebounds. So I said she can go over 14 and a half. Yes.
So game's almost over. There's a minute to go. Chicago Sky's up 85-79 over the LA Sparks, which basketball, what was it? Hold on.
E-basketball.
E-Talks basketball.
E-Talks the
was
hoop.
saying that they liked Sparks. So just to give that game update, 85-79. Sparks are losing right now.
Okay, but you said before that you said she was at 6 rebounds. She got to be close to it right now. Okay,
she
talk to me.
6.
She's at what now?
Do you want to know if you won your bet? She got 16.
Oh!
Boom.
Hey, can
He's
I come
a winner,
to that?
winner.
There you go.
Winner. Thank you, Angel Reese.
That's right. We did that right here in the lab. We cultivated that prescription and blew something up right here on the lab. Y'all better tune in and lock in. Go ahead, man.
But E-Talks basketball. I like the Sparks too. I think the Sparks are cool. I'm not a big Plum fan. I don't know something about her game I just don't really like.
Okay.
I do love Jackson though. She's awesome. Yeah.
Is that little green-eyed bandit?
Sparks.
She got green eyes. That
Does
little
she have
pretty
green
little
eyes?
thing. I thought she had
might be,
green
yeah.
eyes. Yeah.
She might, yeah.
Some of you cats out there like that stuff.
They do.
They do.
They do, yeah. But Rakia Jackson will love it. Yep. Go ahead.
We are out of here.
I know, we're done.
We are done. We are going. Ladies and gentlemen, again. Thank you so much for showing up, showing out. We appreciate everybody. As always, take care of yourself and everybody around you.